Well, obviously, it's election day here in Akyem, Wenchi. This electoral area has 11 polling stations, and we're expecting a little over 5,000 people to come vote today. Voting has just started at the Amankrado polling station A, which is just on my left, and then we have the Amankrado polling station B on my right. The first person to vote here just cast his ballot. Let me quickly just try and have a conversation with him. Akra, good morning. I say, when are your first person? What to about no pay? Maybe I know what to her. What's nasi? We can say on best say or munyamano. Process now for munet to say.
Oh, I boko. Omo yet man correct. Yes, I'm so many years I could say a baby. And not the assumption James Beden, ever back. And would you say, Yamama assumption?
Now, when Chief Woman said I need him about 2 more. And I didn't know what she said because.
Oh, and that is a hand the own MPP stronghold. And the other I be smoke gum suburu, our moon baby. And so munya hotel. In the other, or the Diadiano, INS coming, Tiashan and Dunyam Preco. And so my and it's going on to my.
I mean, I'm obviously an elated man there who just cast his vote. Well, so there is heavy police presence here in Wenchi. I've also seen a few military vehicles go down the road, so you can see the queue nicely building up at the Amankrado New Wenchi polling station A. You can also see in your shot police officers, electoral commission officers also seated with polling agents joining them, polling agents for both the NDC's Bernard Bediako and the NPP's Kwame Asumadu. On my left is the other polling station, the Amankrado New Wenchi polling station B. Voting there has also started. I'm just going to go there and see what's happening. So I see a gentleman with his voter's ID card. 2 of them actually. Guys, has anyone voted yet? Anyone voted yet? How many so far? We have 8 people. You are agent for which candidate?
NDC.
For the NDC. How has the process been?
Well, so far, everything good.
The NPP's agent.
Yes, please. Yeah.
What's your name?
Eji Albert.
How has the process been so far?
We just started, so we are looking up onto the people for them to pull up and come and vote for the constituency. Yeah. So we are just looking up to the people for them to come and vote.
Thank you very much. So like I mentioned, about 5,000 people are expected to come vote here in New Wenchi. It has 11 polling stations. This electoral area heavily tilts towards the NPP. In the last 2024 elections, close to about 4,000 people voted. The NPP polled about 3,300 and over. The NDC polled about 400 and over. So the dynamics here heavily favors the NPP. However, it's not been the most peaceful place for elections. There's been pockets of violence in previous elections. So for which reason you can see heavy police presence right when you enter Wenchi. You see police barricades and mounted all over. And like I mentioned, there are also some military vehicles that have come through in here and out. We also have our guys with the drone technology going around, getting us drone shots from all across the constituency here in Akwatia. So Nana Tufo and Philip, we're just waiting for the process to continue. Hopefully we don't have any incidents here in Wenchi.
Right, Charles, thank you for that. But before you go, let's just dwell on the dynamics a little bit. Like you've already established that Wenchi would typically, ordinarily, vote for the NPP. But this time round, the NDC's candidate hails from Akyem, Wenchi. We also know that Akyem Wenchi has some settler communities. From your time in the constituency or within the electoral area, what sentiments do you pick up? Are these two dynamics likely to play out in a different way?
So, if I heard you well, you're talking about the NPP's candidate hailing from Buedua.
The NDC's candidates hailing from Akyem Wenchi, since that's where you are stationed.
Hello, Tifo. Yeah, well, so he's not typically a Wenchi person. He just has some roots from here. He's from Takrase, which is a few kilometers away from Wenchi. So on the way from Akwatia to Wenchi, you have to go through Takrase before you get to Wenchi. So he's from Takrase and Kusi, just some roots here. He's not, he's not accepted like that as a Wenchi person, unlike the NPP's Asumedu, who is widely accepted in Buedua, which of course Buedua is an NDC stronghold. So I really don't see that playing in Bediako's favor here in Wenchi. The people having conversations with them since yesterday, you can really feel that they tilt towards the NPP. However, in the Global Info Analytics poll, which they put out on Friday, they did mention that the NPP is losing some ground here. And yesterday, during my engagements with some of the young people, that Global Info Analytics poll proved that the chunk of the voters here in Akwatia are below 45 years. And what was the interesting thing was that the young people I spoke to were more concerned about what they can get from the government, what development projects they can get here in Akwatia. And they compare Akwatia to other areas like Odan and even Asaman Kese. They say those places are well developed than Akwatia, and they deserve better. So they probably are moving a bit towards away from the traditional voting lines that their parents may be used to, because they want to see real development. How that will play in favor of the NDC's candidate, whose message has been that because he is NDC and power is with the NDC, bringing development will be easier here than if they have an NPP an MP. How that will play in his favor, it remains to be seen. But it was quite interesting to know from having these engagements with these young people. As for him having roots here, I really did not get the feeling from my engagement with the people that that really will play in his favor. If for anything, it is the message which is that an NDC government will support an NDC MP. And so he's been asking the people to vote for an NDC MP here in Wenchi, which has historically voted for the New Patriotic Party.
Very well, Charles. Thank you so much. Charles Owusu-Kumi there, bringing us live pictures from Akyem Wenchi, one of the electoral areas to look out for in this particular by-election happening in the bigger Akwatia constituency.